I live with my mom, Donna. On the weekends are roller skates and take my sister to the
Wait.
The things I like to do best on weekends are watch cartoons, not have school, watch cartoons, skating, and play with my friends. And that's it. Lay on the couch and play with my toys. My favorite foods are
Give me your parents' first, middle, and last name.
Connie Diego. Yeah. Macaroni.
Turns? Turns?
Yeah, I don't like it. The things I like to do best on weekends are watch cartoons and play outside. Do best on weekends are play. Things I like to do best on weekends are going sled riding. Weekends are sit around and read books. I like to do best on weekends are playing with my friends and going swimming. Hello, my name is Josh. Huh? On weekends are play my computer. The things I like to do best on weekends are play football and sleep. Hello, my name is Ryan Caravana. I'm 8 years old. My address is the things I like to do best on weekends are watch TV, play, and help my parents. Play and watch TV. The things I like to do best on weekends are read books. Hello, my name is Cheryl McCarty. I'm 8 years old. I'm sorry if I do not have an address. I live with my mom, dad, and brother. On weekends are roller skate and play. The things I like to do best on weekends is sleep and play and watch TV. Hello, my name is April Hart. Hi. April Lynn Hart. I'm 9 on weekends are sleep, read, and play.
About Casey boys.
you, the students and faculty of Montoursville High School, to Class Day 1995. To start off today, we'd like to ask Dr. Chandler to come up here and present a few awards. Dr. Chandler.
Thanks very much, Randy and Jamie, especially Randy, world's #1 ladies man. You're a tough act to follow at any stage, Randy, let me tell you. This has been a great 4 years. This class came in when I started here, and I remember 3 years ago saying to the graduating class, and these people here were freshmen at the time, I said, if you come back even a week or two from now, the place will be totally different. There'll be literally 100 trailers out back, and the place is going to get torn up, and there's going to be noise and dust and confusion and detours and a lot of other things. And this is the group that had to put up with 3 years of that, and it's unavoidable. There's not a lot we could have done about it, and we've got virtually no complaints from anyone. They've gone through that amazingly well, and I congratulate this class, if for no other reason than you were able to persevere through what was a lot of noise, confusion, dust, detours, and all the other things. And to make it, just to make it fitting for you as you finished in the last couple of days, we managed to get some bulldozers out back working on the parking lot to bring back the noise, just so you wouldn't forget it as you were leaving. So it worked out just about perfect, and there wasn't much we could do about that either. So, I do have a couple of awards, and they came late. Let me just say one thing, and keep this short, but I'm worried for some of you today as we speak. When I got here 4 years ago, and some of you, when you get to Mr. King, you'll hear more about these kind of things. I'm worried because when I got here 4 years ago, the world was talking about the Japanese style of management, and everyone would have a job and benefits for life, for their whole family and everything, and then something changed. And when the first hint of it was when you started hearing commercials talking about no rules, we're changing the rules, we're breaking the rules. All the commercials were doing that. It was almost like they were getting you ready for something different that was going to happen. And the world in 4 years has changed in an amazing way. The amazing way is a lot of the companies that were going to give people jobs for life have disappeared and left the country. There's less jobs out there. The competition is unbelievable. The employers who used to just say, do you have a diploma? Oh, that's good. Now they're calling us and saying, what's that person's attendance? How many days of illegal absence did they have? What were their grades like? What was their behavior like? They're asking questions they never asked before. And what scares me is with the competition being what it is, and what the situation some of you may find yourself in terms of, you're not necessarily a bad person, but you're just not working all that hard. Let me tell you, if you think we're tough when things like lateness or absence to school, your boss is going to say after your first or second day of absence, listen, I have a stack of applications this high, all of which have qualifications equal to or better than yours. How much do you really want this job? The jobs now are, we'll hire you until this particular job is over, then we're going to say goodbye to you. And then when we have the next job that's important, we'll hire you back. And there are no benefits. Do you want the job? And people are taking it. The world has changed, folks. And if you haven't gotten the message, by all means, please. I mean, your teachers would like to just plead with you, virtually on their hands and knees. Work as hard as you can. Get as good grades as you can. This has been a great class. Over 70% of them are going on to some form of higher education. And there are people graduating from college now that are having a difficult time finding jobs that pay as much as jobs that paid 20 years ago. I had a person I used to coach, graduated in 1980 from Lafayette University, started out at $35,000 a year in electrical engineering, and people graduating today are lucky to find something $23,000, $24,000, $25,000. It's difficult, and I say this to you. Work as hard as you can. You only get one shot at this. There's no rough copies in school. You can't say, can I start over? No, you can't. And these people are at the end. They've done a fantastic job, and I salute you. It's been a great class, one of the best I've ever been involved with, and let's hear it for the class of '95. could mention a lot of names, but when you mention names, you always run the risk of forgetting someone that you wouldn't want to forget. Let me just say, Mr. King had perhaps the best quote that I heard of anyone, and that is to say that if he were a member of this class, there'd be a lot of people that would be his very, very dear friends for a long time to come. And that was the kind of class these people were. They were not just brilliant and not just athletic, but very personable and the kind of people that you would want to be friendly with. And so I thank you for that. It's been a great class for that reason. Okay. Some of these awards came late, and some, for one reason or another, were not given out at the athletic banquet. And I need to do that now, take care of this business, then I'm going to turn it back over to our two announcers right here, and we'll go on. First two awards are certificates of achievement, and they are for satisfactory completion of pioneering efforts in the Pennsylvania Youth Apprenticeship Program. Now, it's a huge risk for people to get into the apprenticeship program, a huge risk. In Europe, they've been doing it for years and years and years. Someone at about 8th grade decides to go to trade school and you never see them again. In this country, people don't want to risk doing that because they get out of the mainstream of school and people act like they're strangers or aliens from another planet. They take a big risk, but the news is they're going to have a better job than most of us, probably in a few weeks or maybe a year. So it's a big risk that has big rewards to it if you finish and do a good job. These two people did an excellent job, and I want to congratulate them at this time and call up Doug Gardner and Josh Leidecker. They're not here? Okay. We have 3 wrestling plaques to give out. We did an amazing job in wrestling this year, and I remember when we talked to, of course we did an amazing job in a lot of sports, but I remember talking to Coach Millward when we hired him, and he said, I said, well, what's your immediate goals for the team? He says, well, we want to beat Ben. And that's really it. Ben had been, for years, has been the force around here when it comes to wrestling. You know the amazing job we did in wrestling this year. Well, these plaques were given out by Price Optical. They're the Price Optical High School Athlete of the Week Award. And it's rare, I mean, it's nice when a school gets one. It just so happened that during the week of the Northeast Regionals on March 7th, we had 3 Athletes of the Week from Price Optical. And I'd like to take them, if I was going in a dark alley somewhere, I'd like to bring these people with me. I also wouldn't want to meet them there, because it'd be trouble if I even met one of them. But I'll call up the 3 of them now. They're Jamie Youngkin, Rich Rodarmel, and Ryan Gardner. Okay, once again, I want to thank the members of the class for just making the lives of everyone who works here that's professional a lot more pleasant, just because the group that you were, and we wish you all the luck in the world, and we hope that you'll come back many times to visit. The way the school looks now is pretty much the way it's going to look when you return. It's not going to look different, as I told that class 3 years ago. So, folks, come on back and take over with it.
Construction has not and will not disrupt anything that goes on at this school. Thank you.
Okay, we'd like to continue by reading some wills and some most likely tos. Okay, and when your name's announced, come up, we have some awards for you. Okay. Okay, most likely to succeed.
The guy is Ryan Tira.
And the female is Julie Harris. most likely to be a comedian?
Matt Wood.
And Nicole Small. Next we have best legs.
The guy is Bill Vanell.
And the girl is Christy Key. Next is the class dicks.
The guy is Ryan Swales.
And the girl is Jen Johnson.
Our first will is to from Leslie Schaefer. She would like to will Heather Waltauer, Neil Dietrich, and Jason Schaefer lives filled with love and happiness.
The senior class would like to will Dr. Chandler a head that is proportional to his body size.
John Dunn, better known as PP, a porta potty so he won't urinate all over in the middle of the night.
The senior class would like to will Tara Waltz a crown for being prom queen. Next up, we have a skit titled Queen of the Night. Okay, now we have some more wills and most likely to. Okay, most mature.
David Huff.
And Julie Harris. Most immature.
Rocky Allen.
And Summer Timlin. Class Brown Noser.
Corey Hunter.
And Miss Karen Brown. Most likely to flex to get a date.
Wyman Shaw.
And Denise Bauer.
Oxygen masks to help her breathe when she talks. Tammy Hamilton would like to will Mr. Buckle and Mr. King Teacher Awards.
The senior class would like to will Mrs. Kaplan her own senior year. She didn't have to ruin ours.
From Schindler's List.
Okay, it's time for some more most likely to's and wills. Most likely to work at a gas station.
Brian Hawkins.
And Wendy Reynolds. Last personality.
We had a tie between Randy Chris and Chris Reeder.
And Megan Masaris, of course. Next we have worst personality.
Brian Kane.
And Elizabeth Whipple. Tammy Hoover would like to will Jessica Huebner love and luck in all she encounters. I will never forget you, Jess.
The lunch table would like to will Elizabeth Whipple a lifetime reserved seat in the cafeteria.
Wild Thing would like to will Katie Jo good luck in your remaining 2 years. Love always.
Christy Chatterton and Allison Beaver would like to will Susan McCarty Velcro for her aerodynamic silverware.
Okay, next I'd like to introduce the Judy Hakes dancers, Christy Keith, Jamie DePaulo, Susan McCarty, Christy Chatterton, Heather Fenderson, Cheryl McCarty, and Lisa Nichols with All That Jazz.
Come on, baby, why don't we paint the town?